Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius.
Real men of genius.
This offseason, we salute you, Mr. Strictly Professional Hot Tub Guy.
Mr. Strictly Professional Hot Tub Guy.
While others use the spa to soothe their aching hamstrings, you use 104-degree water to go off the record until the entire news cycle explodes.
Just 2 pounds relaxing.
Ah, the beauty of Sedona. Red rocks, the breeze, the sounds of Mr. Kraft firing DJs for talking about a scandal that supposedly never happened.
Scrap the internet.
Each night, a magical revelation of erased Twitter feeds and leaked photos, and a wife who just called a divorce lawyer.
Deflategate 2.
So crack open a wicked piss up, Mr. Sedona Secret Insider. Then sit back, skip day 3, and watch the fireworks.
Strictly Professional.
Bud Light Beer in Husabush, St. Louis, Missouri.
It's 106 miles to Chicago. We got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
Double A Squad, what is good? Getting a little weird feedback going on there.
Why the look on your face?
I don't know.
Worried me.
I'm like hearing stuff, and maybe it was just what was going on over there. I did drop my computer while coming downstairs, so maybe there's some issues there. But
I thought maybe I smelled funny. You had a look on your face.
No,
like,
I was hearing stuff in the microphone, and I'm like, is something about to blow up? What's
well,
going
that's
on?
the problem if you hear it in the microphone.
Or the headphone. My bad. I've been off the grid for a while. We've been gone for what seems like 3 weeks at this point.
Yes, still in the 90s for episodes.
But it's good to be back. It's good to be back. It's good to be back in the country. It's good to be back here on this microphone, seeing your face. And for those that don't know, or it's been long enough to the point where you've forgotten who we are, my name's Ryan. Across from me, as always, is Kelly. And this is the Armchair Authority. And we like to talk about all things sports and other ridiculous things.
Yes. And we're going to catch up on all of that today.
Yeah.
We just spent 20 minutes catching up on life. We probably should have just hit record.
Yeah.
And put her all on air.
Yeah.
You know, put her out there.
Yeah. Some dirty laundry there.
Yeah, you know, the name of the game's deflection, Ryan. Deflection.
Deflate Gate 2.
Deflate Gate 2. Are we going to start with Bud Light commercials? Is that our thing
I don't know.
now?
I came across that one, and I didn't make it. It was on Instagram, and there was nobody to give credit to, so I was like, this is pretty funny. If you didn't catch on to it, it was a real man of genius for our lovely Mr. Mike Vrabel and his
Mistress. And
yeah.
Potentially child Mike.
Diana Rossini. And I thought it was good because we had a good segment on that a couple episodes ago, and just thought it'd be fun, start the show off a little bit differently. Maybe people will actually think it's an ad. I have no idea and skip it, so we'll see. But,
you talked about the intro. You
Yeah.
talked about doctoring
Yeah.
it up.
That was just the spur of the moment thing. So
I just start talking. You hit the button. I just start
it's
talking.
Fine. I'll delete it anyway, like I do most of the stuff you say. So
that's perfect.
Yeah,
that's amazing. So good to be back.
yeah. Speaking of being back,
Heartfelt.
Kelly, we're gonna play a game to start it off.
Oh my!
I'm gonna play
already.
I'm just gonna play an audio clip, and you tell me what sport is being described.
Perfect.
You ready?
Yes. Hockey.
Oh! That's a block, Townsend. That's absolutely a block.
That is a dirty wiener. I don't think I can endorse that kind of behavior.
They were buns to buns coming off a 2, and that was not right.
That was
guys.
not right.
But it killed the momentum. It killed the momentum. And Slaw Dog, your defending champions, making a move. Can they stuff it up the inside?
What a silly sausage. Shy Dog loses the lead. Slaw Dog back in front. It's wiener on wiener action here. 5 very much still in the race.
But I
move.
When do I get to guess?
Go ahead.
I'm going to say roller derby.
Roller derby. No, it actually happened this weekend. It was a part of a much larger event. Some would say the most attended event in sports history consistently. But this was kind of like the appetizer, if you will, for that event.
That can't be freaking horse racing.
It is not horse racing.
What just happened? What just happened?
Do you need
weekend?
to hear it again?
No, because I'm wiener on wiener. So
buns to buns.
Buns to buns. That's a dirty wiener. That's a dirty wiener. I don't even know.
So, the Indianapolis 500 was this weekend.
Oh, wow.
Okay, and beforehand, Oscar Mayer sponsored a Wiener Race. So this is the Oscar Mayer Weenie 500 and is one of the strangest races to ever be held at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, featuring giant hot dog-shaped Wienermobiles racing against each other on the same track that they raced the Indy 500.
Amazing.
So the event instantly went viral because fans couldn't believe that 6 massive hot dog cars were speeding around one of the most legendary tracks in the world. And despite being completely ridiculous, the race was treated with full commentary, competition, and a real winner.
Dirty wiener. That's buns on buns.
Yeah, we got buns on buns action here. I thought you'd appreciate that. Whoa.
I totally would have guessed. I did. I guessed roller derby.
Yeah.
Is that
you were
even a
kind of
thing?
close. So your first guess was on wheels. Your second guess was a race between horses.
Well, I'm thinking wiener to wiener, buns
Yeah.
to buns. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, what track and field? I mean,
I'm going to clip that. I'm thinking wiener to wiener, buns to buns. That's
that's how you
a
start
shirt.
the next episode.
That's a new shirt.
Yeah, good luck,
Yeah.
Greg Abbott. How about that, Texas? You got a problem with
The
that one?
Armchair Authority. Wiener to wiener, buns to buns.
Real men of genius.
Sounds like a funeral, kind of, ashes to ashes.
Dust to dust.
Here lies Kelly, wiener to wiener,
One dirty wiener.
buns to buns.
We're back.
We are.
Here we are.
And it's so good to be back. I spent the last week out of the country doing some various things with my wife, getting a little bit of a refresh. And let me tell you, pretty crazy being without your kids in a different country for a week.
Oh, got to be amazing.
It was nice, but it was also one of those things where I was like, man, I really hope nobody gets sick or injured while we're in Jamaica.
There you go again. Putting that stuff out there.
Listen.
You can't think like that.
Yeah, I'm like, because I can't imagine, having to recover or do whatever the cost would be in a Jamaican hospital. I have no idea.
Oh, yeah, no.
Luckily, nothing happened. It's all good. Caught a couple fish out in the ocean. That was kind of interesting. Yeah.
Good place to catch them.
Yeah.
Right out of that water.
Nothing massive, but yeah, I mean, that was a kind of one of those experiences where you're out there and you're like, this is pretty sweet. And you catch, I think I caught 2 or 3 or whatever it was, and then my other buddy, he had the touch, man. I mean, it was just every minute he was reeling something in.
What are you catching? What are you catching down there?
There was some strawberry grouper.
Oh, yeah. Big.
So they're
big
like
fish.
Yeah, they're pink. We didn't catch anything that was like super big, but yeah, they're kind of that strawberry milk color that you would see for like Nesquik or whatever.
Sure.
There were some, what do they call them? Blue stripe silverheads or silverfish or something like that. So a lizard fish got caught at one point in time.
Oh.
It's like one of the top 5 fastest fish in the ocean.
That should be on Deadliest Catch.
Yeah, it was
lizard fish?
Yeah, lizard fish.
Shit.
Yeah, it was like a tube shaped. It's crazy.
Tubular.
Yeah.
Did you get sick?
I did.
Isn't it the worst?
I did.
It's the worst.
So I've been on plenty of boats, and like, so 2 days.
I'm going to tell a story when you're done here, because I've got the most amazing story.
2 days prior to that, we were on a catamaran, right? And so we're doing the whole like big boat thing, and they're serving drinks and appetizers or whatever and it's awesome, right? It's a big party boat.
Were you up top?
I was up top. I was down
There you
low.
go. That saved you.
Yeah, I was doing all sorts of stuff, right?
Yep.
So it was great. Had a great time. I own a fishing boat. Been out on that, a ton. Obviously, we're not getting the waves that you are out in the ocean, right?
No.
I've been on a cruise. And where we stayed on the cruise 10 years ago, while we were down in the hole, like in the bowels of the boat type of thing, we had a little shitty porthole that we got to look through at ocean level.
But
right?
that's a hotel on water.
Yeah. So I'm in this. It was a glass bottom boat, but it was big enough for us to fish out of. And so they kind of like, we'll combine the two. So that way we don't have to have 2 boats. Like a great financial
Sounds
decision for you.
efficient.
Yeah. So we're out there, and it's a great time. We're about 1.5 miles off the shore, doing our things, fishing around reefs, whatever. We're about, I think, 1.5 hours into this, and all of a sudden my stomach like turns inside out and upside down. And I'm like, whoa. And I'm thinking maybe what I had for breakfast is, maybe not sitting with me right. And then it finally starts to hit, and we're going through these huge waves, and it's up and down and up and down and up and down. And finally I had to sit down, and I thought maybe I wasn't drinking enough water or whatever it was. And then the light finally came on, and I'm like, I'm getting seasick. That's what this is.
Hell yes.
I'm like, no, I don't want to be one of those people. No.
Yep.
So that kind of pretty much killed the last half an hour of fishing for me. I just sat down and was basically just focusing on not losing my breakfast the whole time.
So you never yacked?
I never yacked, but I mean, there were a couple close calls there where I'm like, I was strategically trying to place myself on the boat where I wouldn't yeah, like trying to figure out where it was going to go if I did vomit. So I didn't want to get in anybody's line or whatever or make anybody else throw up. So, trying to make conscious decisions there. And finally, somebody was like, all right, we got to head back. And I'm like, oh, thank God. So we finally headed back, and it turned into, it started out as like, this is amazing. This is like fishing on the ocean. I've never done this before. This is great. Once in a lifetime thing. Awesome, right? And then it turned into, I'd get my feet back in the sand and on the ground. Like, I need to get out of this boat now.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
so we got back. I jumped out, ran to the beach, and then within 5-10 minutes, I was back to normal. But that was serious, man. It was like,
It's bad.
get some of those little wakes that were coming through and a type of thing. And
Yep.
meanwhile, my buddy's still hammering fish off to the side of the boat. I'm like, good for you. And you're trying to like take those big deep breaths or whatever they do to cycle out air, but everything smells like shrimp and fish. And so it's just like, and I just, but yeah, really, really fun time. Got to do a bunch of amazing things, and it was kind of a quasi work thing because I had won the trip through performance that I had last year, and so that's always a plus when you don't have to pay for a bunch of it.
Heck yeah.
So yeah, good times, but it's good to be back. It's good to see my kids and kind of get back into routine.
So same thing. Done a ton of boat fishing my entire life. Never ocean fishing, but a ton of boat fishing. Rides at carnivals and whatever the hell they're called, like Valley Fair and all that stuff. Like all these crazy rides and all this stuff. Yep. Never got sick. Nope. Never had an issue. We were out. In fact, on this same trip, we were out off the coast of California, and we rode on the big catamaran, and we're cruising, and I was up top, and we're cruising along, and I'm like, this is great. No issues whatsoever. Have never done the cruise yet, but coming eventually. But I really, truly thought I was immune to being seasick.
Me too.
And we get on this damn boat.
10
and
feet
of course,
tall and bulletproof.
Everybody's like, when we're getting on, everybody's loading up the back. And I'm like, well, you guys are stupid. We're going to go to the front where we can see and do whatever. Did not know the secrets of being on the old oceanic fishing boat. I did not know that staying in the rear took the least amount of the waves in the wake and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Very limited movement. Engines are back there, all the good stuff, all the weight's back there. You feel very little movement. Didn't know that. So we get on, we roll up front, and we're peeling out. And I think we went out 45 minutes. Like, crack the motor, and we're out 45 minutes. And all of a sudden, no land. Can't see land, just see ocean. Not really any other boats around. Not a lot. Like, you're out there, right? Yeah. I'm just kind of like...
starting to set in a little bit.
Shit's running through my head a little bit about, weird.
Yeah.
If I had to bail off this thing for any reason, I'm swimming nowhere. Like, I'm done.
Yeah.
How deep do you suppose it is here? Do I ask? No, I probably better not ask. Yeah. Anyway.
Fun fact. Somebody told me after we got back from fishing that, like, there was a cliff there that went down 1,200 feet.
Oh, yeah.
So you could go out so far and then, like, it just drops off. So if there's any idea of what you're talking about, like, I don't think anybody wants to know exactly how deep it is.
Yeah, no, and I wasn't going to ask.
Yeah.
And I was still...
50 feet is, like, one of those things where you're like, damn, that's deep. Right?
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah. I was still feeling all right. And then one of the crewmen were there loading up the kids' lines and everything with bait and doing all that stuff. Well, the guy that was attaching said bait blew a vape mist into my face. So he took a big hit off his vape, turns his head, blows right directly into my face. No idea what it was. Super sweet smelling, but I started right then. I'm just like, that didn't make me feel good.
That was the
trigger. And he blew it directly into my face. And then we were there and we started the whole waves up and down doing that whole thing. And I got sick as hell. I was yakking over the side. But the funny part of the story, not me getting sick, the funny part is huge shout out to whatever the guy's name was who was standing next to us when we initially tried to drop lines in the water. He was yakking as much as I was.
Okay.
But he was fishing through it. He was reeling in.
Yeah.
And he was unhooking fish from the line and he just kept throwing up. He was a freaking champion.
Hell yeah.
Because I found a spot to sit and sat my ass down, threw my head between my legs, and I'm like, this is going to be a long day.
Yeah.
We know we're out here for 2 hours.
Yeah.
I'm sick in 45 minutes.
Yep.
This is going to be a long freaking day.
Yeah.
And I would hear him yakking, and he just kept yakking. But he was over the side of the boat, throwing up, reeling the line at the same freaking time, and he just kept going. I'm like, you, sir, you've done this before. You knew what was coming, and you just powered through.
Yeah.
It was freaking amazing.
And he chose it again anyway.
And then my wife ended up sick, and we ended up moving to the back. And finally, after I'm sitting there for over 2 hours, right, just miserable, have nothing left inside me to damn near include my organs. I've thrown everything else up. Then the crew dude who blew the shit in my face comes up front and says, why don't you go to the back of the boat? It's better back there. I'm like, really?
Thanks, Captain.
So I get up with my wife. We mosey back, take a seat right there on top on the old engine cover in the back. Gone.
Dang.
Like no longer sick. No longer sick. And I'm like, you jackass, you let me suffer for over 2 freaking minutes.
Yeah.
And that one little sentence of, why don't you go to the back? It's better back there. Oh, okay. Thanks, asshole. Because now I haven't got to reel in a damn fish. I haven't done a thing.
Yeah.
I've sat here miserable thinking about
Now
how
we're
I
about
could
to turn
end
around
my
and go
life.
back. Yeah.
Like, how quick can I just plummet over the edge of this freaking boat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So your boat must have been constantly hitting the wakes like head on then. So you guys were front to back as far as
we went every which freaking
I was like,
direction.
ours was hitting the side, and I'm like, there ain't no position on this boat that I feel like is going to do any good. So
he cracked the throttle. We went about 45 minutes out. Boop, land gone.
Yeah.
He throttles back, and he's like, line's in, and everybody starts dropping.
Yeah.
And we were like a free sail. We were just going wherever the hell the wind took us.
Oh, it didn't even anchor.
No, hell no.
Dang.
No. I was probably the most anchored thing on that entire boat because I was just nestled in between a couple little things here, and people are like, oh, God, that sucks. He's really sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, really cool. Glad you took it back of the boat, jackass.
Thanks.
I wish somebody would have told me that.
Yeah.
I could have had a great day fishing. Anyway, not about me. Glad you had a great
Jump
time.
in the water.
Yep.
Jump in the water.
Glad you had a great time. Oh, there was all kinds of stuff in the water. Yep, pancakes, sausage.
Yeah. Great.
Water, lung, everything else.
Yeah. No, it was a great time, and
I held it down here while you were gone.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, I held it down.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, and to your credit, I mean, I will advocate for it. Do adventures, date your spouse, like go out there, get away, do what you need to do to like recharge, because it was pretty cool because our 10-year anniversary is coming up in like a week, 2 weeks or whatever. No, a week, and we haven't felt like we've really got to do anything in a long time between everything that's gone on in life and then kids coming in, and it's like, we usually get out once a week for a date night for a couple hours, right?
Yeah.
But it was kind of cool that after 10 years, you can go somewhere, spend a week with your wife, and feel like you guys are kind of dating again a little bit, where you can go do some stuff and like adventure and kind of cut loose and kind of feel recharged. I think is kind of maybe one of your words, a getaway. It's not a vacation, it's a getaway. And it was nice to get away, but it's also nice to be back where things function the way that how they're supposed to function, as far as like paying for things and what you're buying and just everything that encompasses, your normal little comforts here back in the States.
Sure.
So I did like Jamaica, but it did make me appreciate America a lot more.
Haven't been there.
Yeah. And I think I think that happens when you travel. I think there's just some little things that we do that's like, man, I don't know why anybody would hate this place.
I noticed that big 12 by 12 flag out there.
Yeah, you like that?
In the front yard.
Happy Memorial Day. Yeah.
I'm an American,
yeah,
damn it.
Flowing in the wind, as I have a Jamaican flag on my hat right now. But
heck yeah.
People were cool. Yeah, man. The worst thing that happened to me was the very first day, right? So we're in this villa. The company puts us up in a villa, and it had a butler, and there was a chef. The chef's name was Siebert, but when I met the butler, I said, "Hey man, my name's Ryan. What's your name?" And he goes, "Jerry Mon." And I said, "All right, Jerry Mon, it's nice to meet you." And then he's like, "No, just Jerry." And I went, "Oh yeah, that's right, Mon.
Everything ends in Mon.
It's Jerry Mon." Got it.
Ryan Mon.
Your name is not. Me and my dumb brain was like, all right, I'm in a completely different country, so maybe it is Jerriman, or whatever. No, it's just Jerry, because I wasn't expecting his name to be Jerry. The chef's name is Siebert,
right?
Not Jerry,
right? Who does that?
Yeah. So, yeah, there's a couple times they got me because we were on the boat or whatever, and somebody said, "Thank you, I appreciate that." And he goes, "No, we don't say thank you. It's yeah, man. Yeah, respect." I'm like, all right, cool.
Is that true, or they're trying to jerk your chain?
No, it's 100% true.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
So no thank you, no good day, no
yeah,
good morning.
Yeah,
man.
Respect. You know.
Got it.
There were some of the people that, I mean, they've been around, you know, white Americans enough to the point where they weren't surprised by it. But, you know.
So that's real.
Yeah, I'm trying to teach your... Oh, it is.
Interesting.
Very real.
Anytime anybody mentions Jamaica,
yeah,
man.
Yeah. It's a very real thing.
I'll be damned.
Yeah.
That's good to know.
Consistently.
That's good to know.
And let me tell you.
You using it now? Did you come home with it?
No.
Honey, you ready for dinner? Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Well, I mean, we're all dumb, and we're all sitting there thinking, is it offensive if we say it? Like, you know, because you don't want to be like, the only reference I have for Jamaica is cool, is cool runnings, right? So you don't want to be an idiot and be like, is this going to be offensive? Should I not? Whatever. And by the time we were there a couple days, you could tell that it's specifically a part of their language. So it'd be, you know, because they speak they speak English, but it's kind of their Jamaican slang version of English or whatever that they speak over there.
A little broken.
Yeah. It's not. Is it broken? I don't know if it's broken, but
no, man.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah. A lot of rum was consumed. I mean, I got offered rum punch at every turn. It seemed like out of the shower. Would you like a rum punch?
On the street?
Yeah.
Little
Would you
kids?
like a rum punch? Yeah. I mean, it was like we would go to
lemonade stand.
Yeah, we'd go to these events or whatever that the company would put on, or it'd be a party or whatever, and they'd have a bar there, and you know, you could order whatever you wanted, but the very first thing they would offer you was rum punch. So, found out my wife likes daiquiris. She's not a big drinker by it, neither am I. I probably consumed more alcohol this week than I have in the last like 10 years of my life.
Feel good too, don't you?
Not too bad.
Yep.
Put on 3 pounds.
Check liver light came on.
Yeah. Put on 3 pounds while I was gone, so had to go back to the gym today and try to counterbalance that a little bit. Not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Good food there.
Yeah.
A lot of whole foods, a lot of good protein options, so that was kind of nice.
Jesus, breaking down the macros.
Had to, right? Just looking at it.
God.
I had to.
What kind of traveler are you?
A conscious one.
That's dumb.
Try not to ruin everything. Dude, listen, I didn't turn down dessert at any turn. Like, we had a mango cobbler one night, and one of the guys that was staying in the house with us goes, I'm not a big fan of mango. Do you want mine? And I'm like, yeah. So I had my dessert plus his.
Yeah, man.
And then he did it the next night. And so I had 2 desserts the following night. So it was a whole thing.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Fatty.
Big time. Big time. But yeah, so between the alcohol, sugars, and the extra desserts and whatever else, I thought I was going to come back 5+ pounds, but no. I capped out at 3, which I'm fine with.
Everybody gets a cheat month.
Yeah. A lot of sweet drinks. Pina coladas are great. I also had a couple of those, or one of those. So, and my wife had a good time. So that was the main goal.
Kids miss you? Were they happy to see you home?
Yeah. My son was immediately like, we need to go do stuff together now. So we played a bunch, and then he and I went off to Sam's Club, and we kind of did our own thing.
Oh, wow. You really went all out.
Well, you know, you're gone for a week. You got nothing. Yeah. You come back to the house, and it's like, would you like water or the one piece of food you left in the fridge that somehow survived the week?
Right.
That didn't go bad. So we had to go back, and he was really desperate for that one-on-one time. You know, just like, so we got to do some fun stuff yesterday as well with Memorial Day, and go to the park and, you know, do some water stuff and just kind of invest in them after not being around for a couple days, or, you know, for a week. So
nice,
which was important. And I think
nice.
I think the other thing is we'll talk about sports eventually at some point, but this is mainly for my wife.
We don't have to.
So she's happy about, you know, talking about things. But the other thing that I didn't, you know, I travel a lot for work, and I'll be gone. Maybe I'll be gone 4 days, or maybe I'll be gone 6 days, or maybe I'll be gone 2 days. But being gone with my wife and having my kids stay with my in-laws and my parents over the course of a week, it kind of refreshes your parenting a little bit as well, where you come back and like, I view patience like a battery levels. Oh yeah, big time. Where you're like, okay, I've been gone for a week and I haven't had to attend to the needs of a 2-year-old or a 1-year-old or the combination of both for over a week. So my patience battery is at like 100. Maybe it's even at a little overcharge. It's like 110%, right? Yeah. So far the 2 days we've been back, I have been like a monk, right? Like patience through the roof. Nothing's setting me off. Everything's really good. But I have noticed that when it's been long stretches of really complicated or testing parenting, that patience meter goes down, right? So that there's things that are like, man, and I'm kind of starting to understand my mom a little bit more too from when I was growing up, and why there would be certain responses to certain things that made no sense to me, you know, or my siblings maybe had set her off throughout the day, and then I was the wrong person to walk in the door and ask the question. Yeah, displaced anger. Yeah. So I think that's been good too, being able to kind of have more of a firm yet gentle approach with your kids and being able to have that patience and go, okay, like I understand you're upset and it's okay, but like we'll figure this out. It'll be all right.
Yeah.
Whereas when that patience meter is like super low and you haven't had a break in a while,
yeah,
there's very little of that grace left to give.
Yeah,
so,
my patience battery across the board is very low right now. I need a recharge.
Which should be a sign that you should go do something
cool.
for yourself, or if you can. I mean,
yeah.
So I think it's just trying to pick up on those little signals for each of us, especially as whether you're talking about with your spouse or with your kids or whatever, or work, or I don't know. It's important to get away. I think we can get caught in the rat race of like, all right, I have to be the best employee or the best dad or the best husband that I can be, and I don't think you can be those things unless you have time to rest.
I'm just trying to survive, man.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be the best at nothing. I'm just trying to survive.
Yeah.
Loaded one up, graduated one from college. 2 days later, son graduated high school.
Yeah.
1,000 miles in between, driving down, scoop her up, get her home.
But you need to take time and do at least one day or half a day of something just for yourself, man. Like that's a lot of catering to other people's needs and what they do.
Well,
so
now we got state track this weekend, so that's
and those are all great things that you did.
More and a little bit more travel and a little bit more of this and that.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Life's got to slow down, and it's not.
Yeah. You're pretty
so
close.
I try to force it to slow down, and then I get in trouble.
Have you and your wife had conversations about like what empty nesting is going to look like?
No, we stopped talking about 10 years ago. Just kidding.
Because you're scared of what's going to happen if you two are alone in a room together for
not at all.
Period of time?
So we've got very different outlooks, I think, on the whole empty nest thing. I'm kind of like, hey, kids, great to have you here for 18 years. Time for you to fly.
Yeah.
And Mama's feels a lot differently about that.
Yeah.
A lot different. If anybody needs to leave my house, it's our cat. It's that simple. Like, she just needs to go.
Yeah.
Anybody need a cat? Anybody listening, if you want a cat, fully house-trained cat.
Is this the one that's got no leg or
no,
eye or whatever it is?
That's Teeny. And Teeny is living with my daughter. This is Fifi.
Teeny's got an eye? Missing an eye? Missing a leg? Missing a leg.
Back leg. She's cute as a button. Anyway. Now we're good. I think we got a little bit different outlook on the whole empty nest, and I know it'll hit me. I get it.
Yeah.
But I'm excited. My daughter, great things, going to vet school. My son, soon to go to college, going to play some football. I got one left in the house for another year. She's got a senior year. Feel bad for her. She's going to be all by herself.
Yeah.
She's like, yeah, whatever. I'll be fine.
Sure.
But I know how that turned. I know she's going to find 5,000 friends all of a sudden where I'm not staying home with mom and dad.
Sure,
no way. I'm not going to be the only kid left here.
Yeah.
But the kids are doing good stuff. I feel good about it. I feel real good about it.
Do you find yourself trying to like consciously soak in those moments that are kind of fleeting? Where you're like, man, I'm not going to get a lot of this again.
Yeah, I am now. I am now, especially like Jocelyn's doing great. Like she's, she just graduated undergrad, and then she's going to take off and go to Kansas State and start the vet school thing. She's doing great. She's flourishing and doing whatever. Brenson's about to take off.
Yeah.
He's about to go, and I'm kind of like, but selfishly, it's like, hey, this is kind of a win-win because he's going to go play some football, and mom and I get to go watch him play and take in some college football games and do whatever. And so it's, I don't know, selfishly, it's a bit of a win-win. But yeah, I'm kind of like, I don't like to count the number of days before he's kind of peeling out. But it's, and I know he's counting them.
Yeah.
And the pressure's on him. I can feel it.
Yeah.
And he's finally to a point where he's kind of talking about it now. He's like, oh, and I think he's asking some questions of his oldest sister about, hey, did you miss mom and dad? Did you feel this way or that way?
Sure.
So I think they're having their own little private conversations about stuff. But yeah, it's going to be good.
Yeah.
Everything's going to be good.
I'm always curious, because your kids are substantially older than mine. But I mean, if you look at like your oldest, she'll graduate from her secondary school at some point, I would imagine, within a couple of years. And then it's on to within the next 5 to 10 years, she could have her own family.
Very true.
And then that's a whole different thing to have to navigate.
Yep.
And I mean, it's just, Yeah,
we are definitely, you and I are very definitely in different positions in our lives right now.
For sure. But I still find myself on a daily basis, I keep waiting for that person to come, walk into my life and go, if you could hit a button and just stay right here. Your kids aren't going to get any older. You'll stay the same. Do you want to stay here? And I'm like, give it to me now. Because I'm like, there are trying times, but to see the, pure joy in my, what will soon be a 3-year-old's eyes when he gets to do something for the first time or something that's really fun. It's unlike anything. It's incredible. And I don't want to lose that because I know I'm going to eventually, like as the kids get older, especially like when they're like 11, 12, 13, they start valuing the friends a lot more and you get left behind and you're not the center of their world anymore. And that's fine. They got to grow up and be their own people. But when my son looks at me last night before he's going to bed, and he kind of threw a fit before he was going to bed, and I was like, just come here. Give me a hug. Like, it's going to be fine. You're tired. You got to go to bed. So he lays down and I'm changing his diaper. And he has like this moment and he looks at me and goes, Dad, I had fun today. And I'm like, you did?
Boom, hit that button. Yeah. Hit that button right now.
And I'm like, don't cry. It's a surreal moment. It just makes you feel really good as a parent. And your 2-year-old, Dad, I had fun today.
Mm-hmm.
Like he recognized it,
mm-hmm.
And I'll often ask him, I'm like, did you have a good day today? And he'll just, whatever. But yeah, I didn't prompt him, nothing.
Yeah, because they live in the moment at that age, man. So whatever's going on is what's going on.
Pretty special to be able to hear that. I mean, we didn't even do anything crazy. We went to Storybook Island and we did the whole thing and came home and took naps. And then he woke up and family came over and we were playing outside in the water. And he was just like, I had fun today. I'm like, good, buddy. Like, that's awesome, And I find myself just, I'm just turning into a big old sap anyway,
Give it time.
Yeah, things that never made me cry. I'm tearing up on the plane as we're coming back home from whatever, watching movies, and like, what is happening? This isn't even like. And it mostly revolves around like dad things or like surrogate dad things. Have you seen the movie F1?
No.
Haven't?
No.
Well, the whole story, Brad Pitt is an older driver, and he comes in a part of this team to race one of the other cars that they have an opening in. Well, the other car is occupied by a teammate, and the teammate's a rookie. He's a really young guy. So it's kind of like this older brother, older dad, surrogate. The guy's in his 50s, this other guy's in his early 20s. It's the rookie versus the vet. And, over the course of the movie, they have their relationship, and it grows or whatever. So he ends up mentoring this guy. Well, spoiler alert, like the rookie gets in a really bad accident or whatever, and Pitt's character goes over and is trying to help him out or whatever. And I'm sitting on this plane and I'm like, this is so stupid. Like, why am I feeling emotional about this right now?
Oh, yeah. Why are you?
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah, I know. So I'm like, it's ridiculous how much that stuff.
God, you're different.
I am.
Something's wrong with you.
Just wired different now, man.
What is
crazy
going on here?
But yeah.
I feel really uneasy. It's not a good feeling right now.
Yeah, it's all right.
Emotions?
Lord. Yeah.
What's up?
A lot of time to reflect and just look back on things.
Maybe
I apologize if we tried to start this episode off with a little bit of comedy like we normally do, and now we're just kind of settling into.
Yeah, you're turning it.
It's just
God,
turning it in a different direction. That's fine.
Give yourself 20 years. You'll lose emotion the way I did. It'll be fine.
So it comes on strong and then it fades out towards the end.
Yeah,
that's fair.
Heart turns real cold. Don't really care about anything. You just kind of want to get stuck forever in a nap.
Jeez.
It'll come. Give it time. You'll be fine.
But yeah, to wrap it up, it's definitely one of those things where I get stuck in the days are long but the years are short type of thing. And I'm just like, there's a lot of wisdom in that quote. It's a real thing.
Yeah.
Days are long, years are short, because you turn around and I got a nephew that's they just won a baseball tournament this weekend.
Oh.
He's a part of a traveling baseball team. He's 9-10 years old. He's 10. And they went over to Billings and they won a friggin' baseball tournament.
Amazing.
But in my head, he can't be older than 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jenna's
showing me pictures. She's like, how long does this go? And it's a picture of my nephew at our house in a swimming pool with my dog, who is now 10 years old as well. And they're both in the swimming pool together, and he just looks like a little tot.
Yeah.
And now he's off. He just hit his first home run like a week ago. And it's crazy, man.
Comes at you fast,
not
man.
Not even my kid, and I'm like, that's freaking awesome.
Yep.
But at the same time, I'm like, what is happening? Jenna's telling me about kids that she's like, I have that kid in daycare, and he just graduated this weekend.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what? What is happening?
Yeah. We just celebrated my daughter's 22nd birthday. And I'm like, it hits. It's like, now I got to do the math.
Yeah.
Holy shit, wait, she's how old?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So now I got a real good idea how old I am. But yeah, she's 22. So then mom's putting together the photo album, right? And here come all the little pictures.
Yeah.
All the, and it's like, holy shit, man.
Yeah. Years ago, when I was in college, so that would have been in my mid-20s. That was about 10 years ago. I've got kids that when I was helping out with the youth group at church, they are now married and they have kids of their own.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm like, what is it? And obviously math adds up because that'd be 10 years ago. They were graduating high school. Now
I think we should play a game right now. I think you should put on, I think it's Kenny Chesney, Don't Blink.
Oh, dude.
I think you should totally play that right now on air. Yeah. And I want to see how you hold your shit together.
Yeah. Maybe if I was alone in a dark room with my thoughts. But
boy.
Yeah. I mean, there's a ton of those. I mean, songs hit you differently. Movies hit you differently.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you're crying on a plane.
Well, crap. I mean, all these Disney movies now. I think it was right after my son was born, and we're watching Finding Nemo.
Feels a little different now.
A dad loses his kid.
Yeah.
Has to go on a cross-Earth journey to go find him.
Yeah, huge deal now, isn't it? Yeah.
It's craziness.
Just a stupid fish movie when you first watched it. Not now, huh? Takes on a whole new meaning.
Stupid fish movie. Speaking of stupid fish.
It's like the Croods. The Croods, man. That's like my family.
Is it? Well, speaking of stupid fish and cavemen, we do have stories to talk about. And the one thing that we're going to lead off with is Lane Kiffin.
Wow,
it's a hell of a segue, right?
Okay, well, right there is, I guess we've already started. We're declining. We're heading.
Yeah. So Kiffin's in the news again, Kelly. And if you didn't know or read, it's for some things that he said during an interview. So he's in some serious hot water with the SEC office this week, as it turned the spring meetings in Destin into an absolute circus. After leaving Ole Miss to take the job at LSU, which we've covered extensively on this show, personal feelings involved and all that stuff, Kiffin did a high-profile interview with Vanity Fair. Interesting. Seems like we covered another coach that did a high-profile interview with Vanity Fair.
Right.
Said some really idiotic things on that as well. Funny
Seems
how
to be a trend.
Funny how they're both either current or former coaches of LSU.
Yeah, weird.
Funny how they're both kind of douchebags.
Weird.
Anyway. Earlier this month, that completely enraged his former school and caught the attention of conference officials. The controversy in question is the segregation quote. So during the interview, Kiffin was comparing recruiting at LSU versus recruiting at Ole Miss. He tried to explain why he struggled to close out premium classes in Oxford by bringing up the town's history. Kiffin claimed that black recruits and their families would routinely tell him, "We really like you, but my grandparents aren't letting me move to Oxford, Mississippi." He then praised LSU's environment, adding, "Parents were sitting here this weekend saying the campus's diversity feels so great, it feels like there's no segregation, and that we want that for our kids because that's the real world."
Mm-hmm. Already went way too far in the woods, or in the weeds on that. He buried himself way too deep in the weeds.
Old Miss officials immediately
Old Miss
officials immediately went ballistic, and the SEC commissioner, Greg Sankey, is reportedly stepping in. Kiffin has been accused of violating SEC bylaws 10.2.3 and 10.5.2. You can look those up on your own, which they strictly govern sportsmanship, public criticism of member institutions, and negative recruitment.
Mm-hmm.
So the SEC is actively discussing hitting Kiffin with a formal public reprimand and a substantial fine, or both. Texas head coach Steve Sarkisian is actually facing similar heat this week for throwing public shade at Ole Miss's academic standards, making it a double-header disciplinary week for the conference. So as for the punishment, the reports surfaced that Kiffin immediately went to the USA Today to defend himself, so that's great. You're going back into the news to defend yourself.
He's got a media guy that should be looking for a new job, because there's that rule.
I don't know.
There's that rule.
Yeah, because then he plays one of the oldest tricks in the book here, essentially tying the use of systemic loophole to get out of the fine. Kiffin argues that he didn't call Ole Miss segregated. He was just quoting what the recruiter's parents were saying.
Sure.
He stated, "People don't read the actual words I used in the article. I said, a parent said. That's not me stating my opinion."
That's not damage control.
It's a 100% damage control. So if you think Lane Kiffin didn't know exactly what he was doing with that Vanity Fair article, then you probably don't know shit. He dropped a nuclear bomb on Oxford, and on his way out the door, saying that the parent told me is the oldest trick in the media book to avoid a lawsuit, but the SEC court is in a court of law and they're not buying it. So Sankey's going to fine him just to send a message that you don't trash a member school's racial history to prop up your new NIL powerhouse. And Kelly, LSU Ole Miss is in October.
Yeah. Can't get here fast enough.
It's going to be a good time.
Cannot get here soon.
It's going to be a good time. The more this stuff like this happens, the more I'm like, man, this is like some WWE shit.
Yeah.
Like they're just kind of stirring the pot to get some ratings and get some stuff going here.
They're doing a good job.
I don't know why you would stir the pot with racially charged accusations towards a school that's been around since probably the slavery days.
No bueno.
Yeah. This is not, I don't know why, I can't imagine this conversation came up a ton, in my opinion, where he's having like, my grandparents don't want me to go to Oxford because Oxford's racist and they have segregation there.
Right.
They don't. We could probably pull up a stat of how many African American players are on Ole Miss's roster right now, and I guarantee you it would probably be like a 75-25 split.
Yeah. Man, just stay away. Do you want my advice, Lane Kiffin? Do you want my advice? Stay away from the racial stuff. Stay away from racial anything. Stay away from it. No, I mean, shit, we should. In fact, we probably shouldn't even be talking about it right now. But stay away from it.
Yeah. Well, you're going to sit here and act like LSU's done a better job over the course of history. I mean, come on. These are all Southern schools. We all know all of the stuff that's happened over the course of history.
Yes.
I'm not pointing fingers at anybody. But
I'm pointing fingers at Lane. Yeah, he buried himself, and he gets what he gets.
Yeah.
Dumbass.
Yeah.
Let's get him on the show.
We should.
Let's get him on. Lane, we are not Vanity Fair. We're the Armchair Authority.
Yeah.
We have a few questions for you.
I think you're a douchebag. Changed my mind.
How many times were you officially dropped on your head as a child? Did you fall out of your high chair?
Yeah.
Or did you fall out of the car while it was moving? Did somebody run your ass over with a riding lawnmower? Like, how many times have you had head trauma? I just want to know.
Did you eat paint chips as a kid?
Exactly. Why?
Why? All right. Enough about that. I just wanted to highlight it. We've talked a lot about Lane over the course of the last couple months with everything that's been going on.
Let's change lanes.
Nice.
Let's do it.
Definitely haven't used that one.
F1, Lane Kiffin, change lanes. Let's go.
Fish. Big fish.
Fish.
Stupid fish movie.
Old fish.
Dumb fish.
Big old fish.
Red fish, blue fish.
I think that's a segment on our local news. Big old fish.
Big old fishies.
Yeah. I feel like I have restless leg syndrome right now.
Yeah, you're kind of getting after it over there.
Oh, context. Context is everything.
As evidenced by our very first video that we played today. So, or audio. We got bun on bun action.
We got dirty wiener.
So we missed it, Kelly. You know, with scheduling conflicts, me being out of the country, all sorts of stuff. What happened while we were gone was the NFL released their schedule.
They did.
Was that you?
What exactly just happened? You couldn't time that any better. What just happened?
I doubt it picked up, but what was it?
Was that my damn phone?
That was you. Pretty positive. That was crazy. Anyway.
Don't tell me these things don't listen.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
Fox.
Anything good?
Fox Sports notification. 1, thought I had it silenced.
Yeah.
2, impeccable timing.
Yeah, that was great.
Insanity.
Good stuff.
Let's go ahead and shut that down.
2026 NFL schedule released. And we've got a bunch of different things going on here, right? We've got 4 continents that are going to be played on, 9 different games. It's going global, whether we, as the Armchair Authority, like it or not.
It's gone.
So we've got some of that action going on. We've got some real weird bye week inequity things that are happening, especially if you look at teams like the Lions and the Bengals. And you know, whether or not you believe Patrick Mahomes actually tore his ACL in his knee or not.
He did.
Not.
He did.
He did not.
Yeah.
I don't believe that he did.
He was far more injured than Ant.
Well, I don't understand how the man can, because he tore it, last game of the year?
Yeah, he's just a quick healer, bro. That's how it works.
Last game of the year, he tears his ACL, and he's going to come back and play week 1. Micah Parsons tears it 4 weeks earlier and isn't going to play until 4 weeks into the season.
This is soft. He's softer. He was trying to work
out. This is, again, you want to talk about WWE shit? This is where all this is
He's
going.
He's trying to earn
You're
some
building a
leverage.
narrative to try to like psych people up, and plus he gets to bow out at the end of the season and not be blamed for a lot of stuff.
Mahomes is an elite athlete with elite training, elite doctors, elite recovery time. He's just elite.
Yeah.
He wakes up.
Did
pisses
something happen in
excellence.
Kansas City recently?
Yeah, Rashee Rice got in trouble yet again.
Yeah. Smart guy.
Big dummy.
Yeah, big smart guy.
We slap him on the wrist with some probation, and we still can't keep the weed out of our system.
Stay off the weed.
Yeah, I'm over it. Yawn. I'm over Rashee Rice. Be done. Have a backup plan. Have the old contingency plan. Get another wide
Sayonara.
receiver. Like
See you later.
what? I mean, seriously. I read it.
Got
I
mad.
clipped it. I sent it to you guys. Well, 2 of you.
Yeah.
I'm like, whatever. It's just, come on, man. When you can't get out of your own way, you truly just embrace the suck. Because you...
I mean, it's really
you
like...
couldn't have gotten anything... Yeah. You couldn't have gotten a better situation than you did, stemming from the severity of what you did and what you took place in. And you got a really sweet deal. And you can't get out of your way and get off the herb? I mean, come on, dude. You got problems. And I'm not here to defend you. You're an idiot.
So they officially violated him for that, right?
Yeah. He got 30 days jail over it.
I think that's hilarious because having worked in that area...
Correct.
People just like, all right.
Don't announce that on air. Don't say that out loud.
We'll fix this, community service type of thing or whatever.
Right.
Right. And the fact that whoever his PO is like...
Yeah, send a message.
Yeah.
I don't care if you're an athlete or not, sir. Yeah, you're going to jail. 30 days.
Yeah, and good for him. I mean, for holding these... I mean, just because you're a big influenced, high-profile football player doesn't mean that you just get to skirt, what you're supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
Especially on, the lowest end of recreational fun.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure Chiefs Kingdom's trying to find that PO's phone number, and we're going to give him a piece of our mind and whatever. Yeah. I say, you know what, 30? Make it 45. Hell, make it 60. I don't care. He's an idiot.
Yeah. They got weight rooms in there. He'll be fine.
He'll be fine. Yeah. He'll be a legend. He'll be there long enough to scratch his name in the wall.
Yeah.
It'll be great.
Anywho. There's going to be 9 games played on 4 different continents. And the NFL didn't just expand its international slate of games. They blew it wide open. So in 2026, a record-breaking 9 regular season games will be played across 4 continents and 7 countries. So the season officially kicks off on Thursday, September 10th, with the San Francisco 49ers playing the Los Angeles Rams in Melbourne, Australia.
Yeah, because they're going to love that.
At the Cricket Ground.
Yep.
And then later in September, the Ravens and the Cowboys fly to Rio de Janeiro and play in Brazil.
Well, neither's green, so that's good. Right? Isn't that where they got to stay away from the green?
Again, the thing that always concerns me with these international games is these fields are not equipped for what the NFL does as far as stuff goes. So
right.
They're going to do this. They need to make sure they get it right. Seems like they kind of learned a little bit from their mistakes from 2 years ago in Brazil and made it a little bit better. But hopefully they've kind of got that stuff figured out. As for the European and Mexican wave of the schedule, the league's hitting London with 3 games. You get one in Paris with the Steelers and the Saints. Ooh. One in Madrid with the Bengals and the Falcons. One in Munich with the Patriots and the Lions. And then finally returning to Mexico City in Week 11. So with that comes a bunch of different scheduling concerns as far as bye weeks go. So the most uneven part about the 26 schedule is how the league distributed rest. This is always a conversation because of how physically demanding football is, especially at the NFL level, where it's like, do you have enough time? People always talk about like those Thursday night games, short period. Are we seeing more injuries? Are we seeing people getting a lot more injured because you go from Sunday, you've only got about 3 or 4 days to rest before you play again on Thursday?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you do get the mini bye. But now we've got issues with just flat out, like, I think the Lions play 12 straight weeks after their bye week.
Yeah.
That's going to be tough.
That's rugged.
It's going to be tough.
They're going to be tired.
So teams like the Eagles...
I took that into account when I said they were going to finish last in their division.
How could you?
Because that's how I was thinking about it. That's exactly it. You know, here's a fun fact. Kyle Shanahan's super pissed off about the miles they have to travel.
Yep, which I've got...
You think Mike would like to travel? Vrabel?
Oh.
I bet Vrabel would like that 38,000 miles, wouldn't he? I bet he would.
Frequent flyer miles.
Yeah, he would.
You know what I'm saying?
He'd have a whole host of juniors.
So teams like the Eagles and the Chargers get absolutely crushed. Both teams have to play 4 games against opponents who are coming off a fresh bye week. That's crazy. So Sirianni and the Eagles, 3 of those 4 rest disadvantages, they happen on a brutal 4-week stretch between weeks 6 and 9.
That's tough.
Meanwhile, 14 NFL teams, so 44% of the league, never have to face a single opponent coming off of a bye.
Mm-hmm.
And boo-hoo.
Boo-hoo for Nick. Feel terrible for him.
Sorry for
Or Harbaugh. Boy, that's unfortunate for Nick and Jim Harbaugh.
So meanwhile, on the other side, talking about Mahomes again, NFL is betting on his knee, which was probably never damaged in the first place. Kansas City opened the 2026 season with back-to-back primetime slots on Monday Night Football against the Broncos and then a Sunday Night Football game against the Colts in Week 2.
Yep.
Patrick Mahomes is currently grinding through a massive ACL surgery, depending on who you talk to, and the league scheduling them in the marquee television window right out of the gate is a massive gamble. I believe they have the most primetime games this year as well, I think.
And should. I mean, we're going to put Justin Fields on display.
Yes.
Come on now.
Yes.
We should get those games.
Yep. So,
I'm going to buy his jersey. I'm all in.
There you go. Go for it. You and my buddy Nate can
Yep.
be big Justin Fields guys.
We'll get together. We'll watch an Avs game. We'll watch an Avs game, and then we'll watch the Chiefs and Justin
Fields. Justin Fields gets to start a few games this year, just so I can bury this damn argument forever and go, look, he's in Reed's offensive system, and he still sucks.
No, he's going to light it up.
So
it's going to show you some trade equity coming out of Justin Fields.
Yeah, totally.
He'll be with the Cardinals in a year. It's going to work out great.
And then point number 4 would be this Wednesday night football game and the Rams 10-day bye. So the Rams and the Packers play on Thanksgiving Eve, which is the first ever. I think it's the first ever Wednesday game. So I think is the NFL now played on every day but Tuesday? I think. Has there ever been a Tuesday game?
Could be. I don't know. What was it last year? They had 6 out of 7. Was Tuesday the only night?
I think it was Tuesday. Yeah, I think they talked about the Chiefs played every day but a Tuesday.
I feel like you might be right.
Something to that effect. So
I'll have to go back and listen.
Maybe it was Wednesday, but yeah. So the ripple effect, because the game lands on a Wednesday right out of their Week 11 bye, the Rams' standard 14-day rest period is shrunk down to just 10, and then turn around and have to play the Chiefs just 8 days later on Thursday Night Football.
Yeah.
So again,
there's
a lot of stuff going on here.
A lot of stuff favoring the Chiefs from what I'm reading. That's what I think. Yeah. They want that face back on top.
Me thinks.
Yeah.
Me thinks the NFL needs but the return of the villain here.
Well, Mahomes faked the knee injury, took the rest of the season off. No more complaints about being tired, right? Played so many Super Bowls, are tired.
Yep.
Can't have that anymore. Let's just prime time them.
Yeah.
Man.
So the verdict is the scheduling rotation completely compromised the Rams' actual bye week just to create a brand new Wednesday night television asset for the network. And I mean, this is something that just keeps getting brought up because now they're even in discussion of adding yet another regular season game and taking away another bye week, which I was not in favor of the additional 17th game in the first place. It was great where it was. Loved the 16-game schedule. I thought adding the extra wild card slot was a good thing. And just leave it where it was at. But this is slowly progressing into, I think if they keep adding games, they're going to have to add an extra bye week.
They're making too much money, Ryan. They can't shut her down.
There's got to be another bye week, though.
Yeah.
Because you're going to lose your product with your, these guys are going to get hurt. They're going to play too much.
So what are they going to do? Take away one preseason?
Yeah.
Is that what they're going to do? Take another one? So there's 2.
Yep.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Hall of Fame game and regular season starts. Bam.
Pretty much.
That's it.
Yeah.
Well, they don't do anything.
Yeah. Well, and I think, the thing that sucks.
It's all about trimming rosters.
Well, I mean, it kind of takes away from your product a little bit, too, though, because you think about that Week 1 game. It's not as good as it should be. Because, I mean, you got all these guys coming off of, 6 to 8 months rest period before they actually get some real games. Somebody proposed something which I thought was a great idea, and I wish I could give them credit. They said the Week 1 game should be 16 AFC, NFC games. AFC versus NFC games.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Because there's no reason why Week 1 should be against a divisional opponent when you have no idea what you're doing yet.
Right.
And now you've put all the weight So, like, for instance, Chiefs Broncos is week 1.
Yeah.
That's going to have huge implications towards the end of the year for the division.
Not really.
Could.
Chiefs aren't going to do well.
Stop it. You know what I'm getting at here.
I do. just let me play this role.
So now the division could potentially be decided off of a week 1 game against.
Yeah. Do you hear yourself?
Yeah, I do, and I'm making a lot of sense here.
Week 1's going to dictate the total outcome.
Week 1 in the division?
Come on.
It's a divisional game.
Jeez. They're going to play 21 games. It's going to be fine. They can make it up.
Wasn't it a lot more interesting to see the Packers and the Bears play towards the end of the year when shit mattered?
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
That was good stuff.
Yeah, not in week 1.
Oh, that'd be even better.
Wait, so now you got to go all the way back and go, yeah, I guess, yeah, we'll give the Broncos the division because they played the Chiefs in week 1 and nobody knew what they were doing.
Yeah. Chiefs know what they're doing.
That's gross. I don't like that.
Justin Fields knows what he's doing. You watch.
So anyway, the lineup comparing the Bengals and the Lions, like I said before, because their international scheduling both Cincinnati after their Week 9 game in Madrid and Detroit after their Week 10 game in Munich, are forced to play 12 straight weeks of football to end the season without a late year break.
Yeah.
It's a lot. It's a lot for them to do.
So when these games are all over the place, where are they coming back? Prime Video, Peacock, NBC? Like, where are they coming back?
You name it.
Is this going to be the whole Netflix Peacock thing again and Prime Video for Thursday nights and who knows for Mondays?
Yep.
And
yeah. Well, we broke it down. I mean, it was going to be like, I think it was close to $2,000 if you wanted to watch every single game.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
That was
because it's gonna be on. Netflix has all the Christmas games. I think they have.
See, I couldn't remember if they were Thanksgiving or Christmas.
They have all the Christmas games. I think they have that Wednesday game between the Rams and the Packers.
Oh man.
Jeez. Peacock will have a couple of exclusives, and yeah, it'll just be a whole thing.
Yeah.
So,
man,
this is what they do.
Too much money.
It's a lot of money.
Too much money.
It's a lot of money, and we're gonna watch it.
Yes, we are.
Every
last one of them.
Did you like the Chiefs' schedule? How'd you feel about it?
I was fine with it.
Yeah,
I was fine with it. I feel like it's okay. So what side of the fence am I going to be on this one? It's definitely a third place schedule.
Okay, yeah,
definitely a third place schedule
for now. I mean, that's based off of everything that happened last year, so.
Right? And can they find a way to potentially poop the bed with that third place schedule? Yes, they can. But flip side of it, let's say they don't. Let's say they run right through, lose 2-3 games total. Right? What are we going to hear? What are we never going to hear the end of? Favored the Chiefs, weak schedule. How can you give a team like the Chiefs such a weak schedule?
Yeah.
There's no win to this whatsoever.
So
now, I personally don't think they're going to do well. I don't. But we'll see.
So the only thing that we really go out, like what determines the strength of schedule, is just the combined winning percentage of the opponents from the previous season.
Yes.
And as we've talked about previously, there's always a worst to first. I think for the last what was it? I can't remember the stat. We had it on the show, but it was like the last 30 some seasons. A team that didn't make the playoffs the year before ended up making the playoffs the next year.
Yes.
So it really means nothing. You can look at it and go, wow, that's a tough schedule, and then injuries and all sorts of stuff happens, and teams don't play like they used to. And so while the Browns sit here with the easiest schedule, with a combined win-loss percentage of about 43%, that could mean anything. We could end the year and they could have the hardest schedule.
True.
Just because they played a fourth-place schedule. It just depends on what goes on, right? Yep. So right now, ranking every NFL team's 2026 strength of schedule, you have the Browns at 1 and the Saints at 2, followed by the Bengals, Falcons, and Colts in the top 5. Hardest would be the Bears. Bears have the hardest schedule in the league based on who played last year. So
don't you feel bad for the Dolphins?
I really do. Yeah. The Dolphins trade away everybody. Didn't really, set the world on fire last year, and they get the second hardest schedule in the league,
followed by the Cardinals.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah. So I guess this falls in right with what Miami wants to do. They're trying to tank. So we'll see how that works out for them. Where's Kansas City on this list? Why can't I see them? They're there. 28th.
Yeah.
So you say it's a third place schedule. This puts them in a first place schedule as far as strength of schedule goes.
Seems like it.
So Packers are down there too at 29.
Defending champions, 19th.
Yeah.
Interesting place.
Which is surprising, kind of, if you look at how hard their division was last year.
Yeah.
Yep. So we'll see what happens with the Niners if they're able to kind of get over their injury hump. They're getting a little older. So Aaron Rodgers is back with the Steelers. They have the 14th ranked schedule. That'll be an interesting division to look at. Where are
Who are you looking for? I can tell you.
the Giants?
They're right in the middle.
Okay.
Dead center.
All right. Again, good draft. They got a lot of
You're
good stuff.
loving on those Giants, boy.
I just want to be right. That's
You
all.
are loving on those Giants. I know you want to be right. You
yeah.
have a strong desire to be right. And the hell with anybody that challenges that.
Exactly.
Man. You're
hard-headed, hard-nosed.
Woo! Tell you.
Yeah.
All emotional and now stubborn and you got a lot going on.
Turning into my
There's
dad.
a lot to unpack
Turning
here.
into my dad. Yeah. But I mean, I think this is again, the Cowboys I think are a good case study where you look at their strength of schedule last year I think was relatively pretty easy when you look at it based on where it ranked, and they went 7-9-1 and missed the playoffs for the second straight year. So you don't know what you don't know. And I think that's the great thing about the NFL is you can analyze this stuff every which way you want to, from schedule releases to how well somebody drafted to whatever, and you just don't know until it all plays out. So
Don't know what you don't know, Ryan.
thank you for that.
You're welcome.
That was good. That's good stuff. It's
I'm kind of the
insightful.
color commentary over here.
Insightful.
You're the play-by-play guy. I just do the color. Not Lane Kiffin's color, but I just do the color commentary.
That's good. And then one of the last things that we have on the docket here is the situation in Minnesota with
Docket.
Yeah, docket. You like that? So the situation in Minnesota with their GM. Kind of a weird deal where they fire their GM basically like right before they're going to end up drafting. So, and this headline puts it in. It's like firing your pilot while you're on the runway.
Right.
You know.
Right.
So, there's been details that have been leaking out of the TCO Performance Center explaining why exactly ownership decided to do this. It seems very dysfunctional. It's kind of like a very Minnesota thing to do, where you've got all these really good pieces in place. You know, you got a really good coach. You made a play for what could be maybe, an upgraded quarterback, depending on how Kyler Murray decides to play. A bunch of different things, right? So the firing happened on January 30th, 2026, when owners Mark and Ziggy Wilf dropped a Friday afternoon bomb by saying they were going to relieve their GM. I'm not even going to try it to pronounce his name of his duties. Would you like to go at that one?
You can just call him Mensa.
Mensa.
Yep.
Okay, there you go. Good job. So the weird part is, instead of running a standard hiring cycle, ownership announced that the executive VP of football operations, what is up with these names? Rob Brzezinski, their longtime salary cap guru, would run the entire free agency and the 2026 draft cycle as the interim boss, explicitly stating that they wouldn't even start a GM search until after the draft.
Mm-hmm.
Kelly, I'm not a smart man. Okay?
You are.
I know things. I've made claims that, the AD makes schedules, right?
Yeah.
People have been like, oh, that's not really what happens, but it's kind of what happens, but it's not really what happens. What I know of GMs, their primary goal is to what, Kelly? Build a roster?
Correct.
Right?
Correct.
To put a roster together?
Yes.
To find players?
A competitive roster.
To find players that work well within your coach's system and schemes
Yes.
and stuff like that?
Also to kind of institute a little bit of a culture, Ryan.
Yeah, okay. And the draft is to do what again?
To build a team, and hopefully they fit your culture.
A team of players, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Competitive players.
Right. Yeah. So, I'm just going out on a limb here.
That Mensa couldn't do, apparently.
Well, yeah, we'll get into that.
Adolfo,
He got fired in January,
30th.
and the draft's in.
April.
So basically February, March, middle of April. He had like 2.5 months, right?
Yeah. Closer to 4 because he knew you were going to
Okay.
fire him.
So you're looking to build a culture full of players. You need some guy to do that. Oh, so you hire him after the draft
Yes.
so that the GM doesn't get any of the players that he thinks would build that culture.
Correct.
Got you. Okay.
That's what a good organization does.
Yeah. Right.
That's how they do that.
For those not catching on, there's a lot of sarcasm.
It's running off the wall. Yeah.
Yeah. So they didn't even hire a GM before the draft, and they weren't going to. Specifically stated by the interim boss and the owners, saying they weren't going to hire a GM until after the draft.
Correct.
So the reason for this apparently is because Mensa's previous draft record is widely considered to be one of the worst in league history, specifically highlighting the 2022 class and massive misses on premium capital. Ownership didn't trust him to spend another dime on the draft and another dime or to draft a rookie. That's great, but you had 2.5 months to figure out who was going to fill that position to try to.
Mark and Ziggy didn't want any influences. They had their own guys in mind. They kind of wanted to run the show at that point.
Unless they were just going to give O'Connell the reins and be like, who do you like?
I think all three of them together, sure. Three amigos. Yep, absolutely. Draft room, no influences. Yeah. We'll get who we want. And give it to O'Connell.
Yeah. So the drama that ultimately broke this franchise was a severe philosophical divide between Mensa and the head coach, Kevin O'Connell. And it's clear, we saw this happen with the Denver Nuggets not too long ago. You pick sides. So, and it looks like, obviously Kevin O'Connell was the side that ownership picked.
Yep.
They know he's a good coach. They like him. He's built his own culture within that. He's done a lot with, some would say, maybe very little at times. He's built a great coaching staff there as well. So, Mensa's out, and coming from a Wall Street background, so this is how Mensa built his rosters. Coming from a Wall Street background, approached the roster building strictly through an analytical lens, which we've seen in other sports, right? This is kind of how the Red Sox got out of their funk and won multiple World Series championships after not winning one for, 80, 90, 100 years or whatever that was.
Yep.
So sometimes this works. So he was viewing it through an analytical lens, and sources have since leaked that a massive rift developed between Kevin O'Connell and the coaching staff, who wanted more of a traditional football guy to fit their schemes, while the front office kept handling them at an analytic data points.
Yep.
So I can kind of see where that stuff would go. So by keeping the structure intact through the draft, ownership essentially handed the keys to O'Connell and defensive coordinator Brian Flores. They used
Brzezinski,
the salary cap guru, to aggressively clear out Mensa's high-priced veteran contracts. So they cut Jonathan Allen, Javon Hargrove. They saved $2.5 million in cap space, and then they pivoted to a younger and faster roster. So now they currently don't have a GM. The search is ongoing. And now that the draft is over, they can finally basically activate their motor to go all in towards the job.
Right, but
nobody wants the job.
Nobody wants the job.
Because they've clearly picked sides, right?
Yep.
So the power struggle. Top league executives, including the Jets director of player personnel, Chad Alexander, has reportedly turned down an interview request for the vacant Minnesota job. I remind you, Kelly, there are only 32 of these jobs available in the world.
Yep.
This guy had an opportunity to have one of them.
Yep.
He said no.
There's bad publicity clearly floating around about the Vikings' internal structure.
Yeah.
Big time.
Yeah. So candidates look at the current setup and realize that O'Connell and Flores hold all the real power, and ownership just wants to a continuity hire who will play nice with the existing staff, and meanwhile, meaning any incoming GM will essentially have to with their hands tied and will not be allowed to execute a true institutional overhaul.
Who's that sound like?
I mean,
I'll say Jerry. You say
Jones.
Jerry.
Yeah, Jones.
Jerry.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and it's not a good look, man. And we've seen that is not a recipe for success at all.
No.
I mean, you have to have. I look at the teams that have been able to go on these really good championship runs in the NFL, and they have one thing in common. They both have really good, aggressive GMs that build rosters.
Take risks.
Yeah.
Big risks.
Yeah.
Yes. So
this is not. It just sounds like too many cooks in the kitchen.
Yep.
I think having. And this is the thing that I always did with Belichick for a long time. Like, he's wearing too many hats. He's got too many hats. You just need to focus on one thing. You can't complicate this.
Yep.
They're complicating it for themselves.
Yes. Good for them. Too many cooks in the kitchen. I like that.
Yeah. So ownership group has made it clear that the spring league meetings, that they aren't strictly looking for a traditional scouting guru. Shocking, because they've got two coaches that are going to do that themselves. And they want a leader who can bring the building together and align the front office directly with head coach Kevin O'Connell. So here's the official shortlist of the 5 candidates who advanced to the final round.
Weird about
congratulations.
Weird about number 1, who's handled all the money for the last 6 months.
So Mr. Rob Brzezinski, who is the interim GM and the Vikings executive VP of football operations, the salary cap guru who we talked about.
Former Roman Greco artist.
There you go. So he's the heavy interim favorite. Brzezinski had been the cap wizard in Minnesota since 1999, so he's a part of the good old boys club.
Yes, he is.
It's shocking how when you figure out how long these people have been around, you start looking at it kind of like politics, and you're like, really? This guy's spent 50 years in Congress and hasn't gotten shit done? That's great. This guy's been around since 1999, and now he's going to get an opportunity. Whatever. So he ran the entire 2026 free agency operation and draft cycle after the previous GM was fired in January, like we already talked about, and he's already got the owner. He's already got the trust. He's part of the good old boys club, right? The other one would be Reed Breckhart, current assistant GM for the Denver Broncos. So George Patton. Wait a minute, isn't that a colonel? George Patton's right-hand man in Denver. He knows the building inside and out. He spent 13 years working in the profession for the Vikings before following Patton to Colorado in 22. Okay, so we've got.
Wasn't it General Patton?
I'm sure it is.
Wasn't he a general, not a colonel?
I don't know. Whatever. Yeah. So we've got two candidates, Kelly.
Yeah.
Viking background since '99.
Yeah, I'd totally go after John McKay myself.
Okay. Reed Buckhart. Burkhart.
Yep.
He did 13 years working in personnel for the Vikings.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. Terrence Gray, current Buffalo Bills assistant GM.
Deep roots.
Yep. Another candidate with deep roots in Minnesota. Before climbing the ranks in Buffalo's highly successful front office, Gray spent a decade, so 10 years, as a college scout for the Vikings. So we have 3 candidates of these 5 so far.
Rooted pretty deeply there in Minnesota.
Okay, let's see what the other 2 bring.
Let's do it.
So John McKay, who you just pointed out.
Yep.
Los Angeles Rams assistant GM. He doesn't have a past Vikings connection, but he has incredibly strong Kevin O'Connell connection. So McKay was a fast rising star in the Rams front office for Kevin O'Connell, while Kevin O'Connell was the offensive coordinator during this time on their Super Bowl run in 20 and 21. Okay, so you got one that has nothing to do with the Vikings.
Yeah.
Which is probably a good thing.
Right, but coming from an organization that is very
Successful.
well run.
Yes, that's a good one. Speaking of another organization that's very well run, this Nolan Teasley, who is the assistant GM for the Seattle Seahawks, is the only true outsider with 0 prior organizational ties. Teasley has had a meteoric rise under John Schneider, who is a really good GM in Seattle, heavily managed their post-Russell Wilson roster building, and pioneered how the Seahawks integrated the analytics with traditional scouting. So he's kind of the best of both worlds there, where you talk about what they were doing before, plus the direction that they want to go. So 3 of the 5 that are currently in the running have some form of tenure with the Vikings, and the other 2 do not. I would definitely shoot for one of the last 2 that we talked about, in my opinion. No offense to anybody else here, but I think you need a little bit more of an outsider and somebody that could maybe influence their way into a traditional GM role.
Give me McKay all day.
But their talents might be wasted. I mean, you look at these 2 guys that come from Seattle and Los Angeles, I don't think they want to be a puppet based on what they know and how those organizations are run.
No, but they're probably really smart, and they know how to avoid that while still doing their job and still making everything work in the front office.
Hopefully, yeah.
They'll know how to figure it out, especially the dude from the Rams.
Yeah.
I mean, how bad could they be?
Yeah.
With some of the moves that they've made in acquisitions and free agency trades and all this other stuff. And they just righted the ship every single season.
Yeah.
That's the guy I'm looking for. Don't give me the Minnesota roots, because it hasn't worked.
Yeah.
That guy was there for a decade. This guy's been there for 15. This guy knows O'Connell. Blah, blah, blah. No.
Yeah.
Give me the guy who is trusted or has worked for a trusted, proven program. That's my guy.
So four guys who are assistant GMs currently, and then one guy that's just really good at doing the old salary cap guru stuff. So those that have been eliminated, you have assistant GMs from the Lions, the Dolphins, the Titans, the Niners. Chargers assistant GM Chad Alexander explicitly declined the interview request before the process even started.
Smart.
So, yeah, if you're looking at the list, the writing's on the wall. 4 out of these 5 guys either used to work for the Vikings or spent years in the room with Kevin O'Connell. Ownership is trying to frame this as an exhaustive league-wide search, but they're clearly looking for comfort and continuity. So, if that's what they want, they're probably going to go with Brzezinski, would be my guess, if that's what they're really going to do. And based on the other decisions they've made up to this point, that seems like the most logical thing that they're going to do, because the guy's he's already on the inside. He's already bringing that continuity together by doing what they wanted to do for the draft.
Yeah.
So why bring in an outsider to not continue the process that you've got? You've already got the guy in place. Just give him the 2 letters behind his name and move on.
Yeah. Until they fail.
It's true.
Until they fail, and then he has to eat that shit burger all alone.
Yeah. It's incredible to me that it doesn't matter what job, where you're at. It's often not about what you know.
It's who you blow. Who you know. Who you know, Ryan.
Nice. Thank you for that. That was good.
Loved it. That really uncomfortable silence, too. That was amazing.
Just let you sit in it for a little bit.
I am sitting.
Speaking of shit burgers.
I am sitting.
Well, I think that's kind of the show.
Yes.
Let's see if anything broke here real quick.
Nothing. Oh, what broke? What broke is the Avalanche's ability to play hockey. That broke.
Well, and so did McKinnon's knee, though, too, I thought.
Oh, I get it, man, but you're up 3-0. You're up 3-0 in the first period. You double up shots on goal.
Yeah.
In a pivotal game 3. And you're up 3-0 just out of the chute, man.
Yeah.
Clock barely began ticking. Horns going off. Smoke's a-flying, right?
Yeah.
And it's in Vegas.
Yeah.
In Vegas. And you found a way to lose 4-3.
Yeah.
Do not look
good.
like the same team.
Not good.
No. And the Knicks are going to beat Oklahoma City in the finals. It's going to happen. It's going to happen.
Pivotal game tonight, as the series is tied 2-2 with the Spurs and the Thunder. So don't count the Spurs out. Wemby's playing pretty incredibly.
Yeah.
OKC's got a bunch of injuries that are kind of piling up right now, and they don't have an answer for Wemby. So if he can play well, then if they can steal one in OKC tonight, I think the Spurs take the series. So,
not going to happen. Right? It's not going to happen.
I don't think the Knicks have the firepower to hang with either one of those teams.
Yes, they do. They will beat the Thunder.
I don't
Bold
think so.
prediction right here.
Okay.
You heard it here first.
So the other thing I was going to ask you is, and I know this is going to be weird coming out of my mouth, but should we keep tabs on the U.S. men's national team in the FIFA World Cup? Should we talk about soccer a little bit with the World Cup coming up?
I don't want to do that.
No,
I don't want to do that.
Okay, just figured I'd ask. You know,
I
mean, it's about to be here.
I don't want to do that. That would make me read something about men's.
We don't have to
soccer.
read. We can just keep tabs on it and be like, hey, they're winning, they're doing things, or they're losing, which is pretty normal for American soccer.
I'll tell you what. If you want to bring that up, you run with it.
Yeah.
I'll provide some color commentary to it.
So here's my question: if you're from the States but your heritage is from another country,
Yep.
who do you root for?
Where do you lay your head at night, bro? Where do you lay your head at night?
Right.
It's that damn simple.
Damn right.
Where do you?
Damn right.
That's where I'm at.
Yeah.
Come at me from all angles. Don't care.
Wiener on wiener action.
Tell you what. I'm telling you, man. Who made Joker wealthy? Where he came from or where he sleeps at night?
It's fair. That's fair.
I'll just use that example and just leave it right there.
So if you live in America, you work in America, you sleep in America, you pay American taxes, there's no reason you should be rooting for the Mexico national team to win.
There isn't any reason why your wires are crossed.
All right.
None.
Okay.
Just where I'm at.
All right.
Call me Lane Kiffin, I guess.
I was just curious. I wanted to know. Yeah.
You can dispute that.
I'm not gonna. No, I think
I'm all ears.
No, I got nothing against it. I'm 18 game season reported highly unlikely by 2027. Look at that.
Yeah.
What about 2028 though?
They'll keep pushing.
That's a real bummer.
Can't deny something if it's not proposed, you know?
That's a real bummer.
Hey, girls from Rapid City Online.
Hey,
what's up?
What's going on?
What's going on?
Followed by a Sydney Sweeney.
There it is. She's a housemaid.
Somebody was watching that movie on the plane.
Did you watch it? I just snorted. That was awesome. Have you seen The Housemaid?
I glanced over it a couple times.
Dude.
Yeah.
Psychological thriller.
Yeah.
Had me thrown for a loop.
That's why you were watching it?
I was thrown for a loop.
Yeah, definitely not the one scene, that's for sure.
I can't really remember. Well, I can remember a scene where I can't give it away. Locks her in a room. In any event, wholly twisted. Holy shit.
Sure. Yeah, totally.
Totally taken in. Oh, you should watch the Dutton Ranch, by the way. Did you like Yellowstone?
No.
Okay, great. Dutton Ranch is better.
I liked I liked Yellowstone season 1 through 3.
Yeah.
And then the final 2 seasons were absolute trash.
That's kind of the theme.
I finished it, but it was not. It was mostly at that point where I'm like, I'm this far in. We might as well just see this to the end.
Yeah, Dutton Ranch is solid.
Bunch of spinoffs. I think Taylor Sheridan's kind of lost his sauce a little bit. I don't think he really knows how to finish a story, and they kind of all. Because, I mean, if you look at Yellowstone, then you look at... I've never really watched Landman, but I know that it's basically another...
It's great.
It's an old grizzled guy who owns land and blah, 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 and all this other stuff, and the same thing with the Madison, and, like, they're all the same shows. And he can't write a good female character to save his life.
No, but you bring in Kurt Russell, dude. That's going to make your show better. It just is.
So did Costner until, he wasn't on the show
Well,
anymore.
then but he wanted it all about him riding a horse. Like, he wanted an hour-long episode of him riding a horse through a pasture. And that's just not going to get it done.
For some people, it would.
Maybe. Yeah. Not me. Not me. You bring in Kurt Russell, golden.
Yeah. To his credit, he has gotten some pretty good, leading. I'm not a big Billy Bob guy. Never have been. It hasn't really, been my cup of tea. But
Landman's good, though. At least it's got a pretty decent story to it. People just trying to make their way.
The one episode of Landman I watched, I'm
like,
this is really dumb. But
you watched one episode.
I did.
You're judging the entire thing off one episode.
Some people do, man.
That a boy. Well, you're not a first impression guy.
Some people do. I mean, it's called a pilot.
How the hell am I sitting here?
It's called a pilot for a reason, right? So yeah.
I bet my first
people say that all,
and
in fairness, sometimes it does get better. People say that all the time about Seinfeld, where they're like the first 2 seasons of Seinfeld are complete ass. They're terrible, and then you get those middle seasons where it actually picked up and did what it was supposed to do.
Yeah.
That's the worst indictment I can get for a TV show, though, where it's like people that want me to watch Parks and Rec. They're like, Parks and Rec is great once you get past season 1. And I'm like, so I have to slog through a bad season just to get into the show?
Can't do it. Nope.
And not everything's great. But
I've never watched The Office. So many people rave about The Office. I haven't watched that. I never watched Friends. Maybe a couple episodes. Maybe. Yeah. Nah, not my thing.
Sure. Maybe you're just not a comedy guy.
I don't know.
Maybe you're just you like old grizzled guys with land.
ER. Love that series. Remember that years ago? Back in the old, what's that? Back in the late 90s, maybe early 2000s. Anyway,
my mom watched that show a lot.
ER?
Yeah.
Amazing.
I remember some guy getting crushed by a helicopter.
Possible. It happens in a lot. I mean, it's a common theme wherever they came from, yeah.
My wife watched season 1 of The Pit.
Nope, didn't watch that.
I hear that's pretty incredible. So, heard a lot of good things about that.
I like Saw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, Jigsaw.
The Boys just wrapped up.
The Boys, yeah. That was kind of raunch. Not a big fan.
Very. It didn't end very well either.
Not a big fan.
It's hard to stick the landing for some of these shows.
I
got very invested in Game of Thrones. All the way to the end, and then they drop the ball, and you're like, oh, dude, come on.
See, now that's one, if you watch the first season, you're like, whoa. HBO Max has officially staked their claim to porn.
Yeah,
if you watch season 1.
Yeah, there's definitely not as much of that in later seasons. And
no, there's not.
Yeah, and it becomes a really good fantasy Lord of the Rings type of thing for a while, and it's those middle seasons are incredible, and then they kind of drop the ball in the ending.
Dragon Queen loses her mind. Come on now.
Stranger Things was really good, and this last season was not.
Didn't watch it.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, Stranger Things, the first 4 seasons are actually probably some of the best TV that's out there, and then this final season it just kind of ruined the whole thing. But
nope.
Did you ever watch Better Call Saul?
Nope.
I think you'd like that one.
Nope.
Breaking Bad?
Tried so hard. I tried so hard
good
to get into Breaking Bad, but I think my line of work turned me off to it.
It's so good, man. The character development is unlike anything I've ever seen.
I know. I tried. I think I watched, I don't know how many episodes are in a season. I think I probably powered through 7, 6, 7, 8, whatever, and it wasn't something where I sat back and went, really hankering for that next episode. Really wanting to dive into the next one.
That's fair.
I couldn't do it.
It's really good, though.
Couldn't do it.
Yeah. The writing and the storytelling, and it's just character development it's nuts. But
yeah, I should probably try it again.
I've recently, I haven't watched the Harry Potter movies in a long time. And so over the course of the last couple of weeks, I've been going through all of them. Mm-hmm. Watching it with new eyes, older eyes.
Amazing series.
It's pretty incredible, how much they invested in that initial movie.
Yeah.
Building the universe and because it was filmed at a time where you didn't have enough CGI to really like hang your hat on it to make these backgrounds and whatever, like we see with Marvel and Star Wars now. Like they actually had to physically build like portions of this castle for the kids to be in for the school, and so kind of in this sweet spot where even Lord of the Rings, like if you go back and watch the first Lord of the Rings movies that were all filmed back to back to back, like there were things that are, you know, superimposed with CGI, but they're also like it's built during this area and filmed where you didn't have those abilities to do it, so it brings a different charm to it.
Yeah.
You know, and as the Harry Potters move on and kind of get more into that more modern era, I like how the movies start off as like this lighthearted, it's just kids going to school and having adventures. And then by the time you get to this last one, it's like everybody's dying and it's dark and dreary. And how are we going to get through this? And, you know, the seventh movie, which is part one, is basically, it's like an allegory on depression for the most part, which is crazy.
It's definitely,
it's sad.
It's changed.
You know,
there's a big friggin' snake in one of them.
Yeah. The basilisk.
Yes.
Yeah. But a lot of that stuff holds up. It looks great. So
I'm a Hunger Games guy.
Really?
Love them. Yeah. If somebody said, hey, movie marathon this weekend, Hunger Games,
that's another one that
I'm all in.
That's another one that didn't stick the landing either. They tried too hard to do kind of the 2-part thing that they were doing at the time, and they should have just made it one movie. So
kind of liked it.
I like the first two. There's going to be a new one that's coming out.
Is there?
Yeah.
You know, one of the best ones is actually Snow, taking him through his childhood. The most recent one.
Yeah.
That's pretty solid. Pretty solid.
Of Earth, Wind, and Fire or whatever the hell.
Whatever it's called. Yep.
Hunger Games. Hunger Games. Yeah, it comes out this year.
Oh, boy.
Sunrise on the Reaping. It's a cool name, dude.
How many original actors are in it?
Cast consists of McKenna Grace, Jennifer Lawrence, who is Katniss.
Everdeen.
Did you? I heard a story that on set they called her Cat Piss Never Clean.
Oh.
Just as a joke. But
wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty harsh.
Yeah, November 20th. Get your tickets now. Kelly. You and the three
I'm on it.
You and the three other people that are going to be there for that movie.
I'm on it.
Does this still have legs? I mean, did people still get excited about the Hunger Games?
Theater will be full. It'll be full.
Are you sure? This seems like a moment in time. This is like a Twilight thing. Like it had its moment. We're too far past the original. Like, is this really going to be a thing?
Absolutely.
Are you just saying that because you want it to be? Or
yes, totally. Everybody's going to wait for that to come out free on Prime Video. That's how it's going to go.
Because even Avatar.
And then they're going to buy it to add it to their collection.
This last Avatar movie didn't do as well as they wanted it to because people are just like, I don't know. This is just another movie about blue people running around doing
I don't know. My kid said it was the best one.
What?
Yep.
Your kids are also.
Stop. Just stop.
All right, fine. Fair enough. Anyway,
I don't come in here dogging your kids. Don't start dogging my kids.
My kids are dumb. All right, they don't know anything.
Oh, I'm glad your wife stopped listening 45 minutes ago.
Kids are not smart at 2 and 1. They don't get it. They don't understand things.
They're emotional.
Yeah.
They're emotional beings.
Lights and colors on a screen, that's all they care about.
Whee!
Yeah. Cool. Who is that? Oh, that's Mario? Cool. I'm in. Does it have a story? Don't give a shit. He ate a mushroom, he got big, and he punched somebody. That's what I care about.
Don't you feel like you go through multiple of those little transgressions through your life?
Pretty much.
Yeah. Just don't give a shit.
My son's getting big into Spider-Man right now, and it's I was like, you know what? Let's put on Tobey Maguire 2004's Spider-Man 2, okay? Mm-hmm. Which is arguably probably one of the best superhero movies ever made. So I put that on. This is, kid's dumb. He doesn't care about the intricacies of the storytelling, right?
No.
He knows when the action's on the screen.
That's
and he'll stare up there and be like, whoa. And then the action will stop, and then he'll go back to playing whatever he was doing. And then the action will come back on the screen and be like, whoa.
Yep.
Come on. He's not there for the sides. He's there for the meat and potatoes.
You're going to catch him out in the garage tying fishing line to his fingers.
Yeah.
He's going to be swinging from your cabinets. That's what's going down. That's what you're going to get.
Yeah. He's already, what do you want to do for your birthday, which is in August? And he's like, Spider-Man birthday. And I'm like, all right, very good. Which means that we'll probably end up turning into a Spider-Man Halloween. Every year's got its theme.
Dude, you want me to show up in a Spider-Man costume for your son?
I'm legitimately thinking about...
That'd be amazing.
Yeah, I'm legitimately thinking about doing a whole family thing, so... Yeah.
Spider Family.
Spider Family.
Got it.
Be pretty cool. Whew. Don't act like it's not.
I think I will be the Goblin.
Ooh.
I will come flying in on a skateboard or some shit.
You're sour enough to not like what's going on currently to just be like, yeah. Yep. All right. Well, that's the show. Appreciate you guys coming on the run with us. If you want to follow us, know what's going on, all those things, you can follow us on Instagram. If you want to be a part of the show, you can leave a comment, which we will promptly read if it's nice. Typically, it's just people getting on here saying super mean things about stuff that we've said, so that's cool. I don't think I've ever once gotten a comment where it's like, you guys did a great job. It's such a good time. It's mostly people that are like, could you guys be any dumber?
We could. I mean, careful what you wish for.
Watch me.
We could.
Buns to
Don't
buns.
Threaten me with a good time. I'll dirty wiener this thing up.
Yeah. It'd be nice if Kelly actually said what he was.
We already covered that one.
Yeah, I know. I'm just going through the list of stuff here where it's like people saying you're either 1 foot in or you're 1 foot out. Stubborn way of saying this. Blah blah blah. I can't say the word Jaguars right. So
we don't hold on to it though.
It's tough. It's a tough job. Somebody's got to do it. So if you want to be a part of that, you definitely can. Leave a comment. You can also email us at thearmchairauthority@gmail.com. You can support the show by buying a shirt. tpublic.com. Link will be in the description for that. If you want something cool like that, Father's Day is coming up. So if you ordered that, you get your dad a cool little, Armchair Authority t-shirt. It's got the logo on there. I'd be like, what's this? Be like, listen and find out.
You can always cover it with a sticker that says, hello, my name is.
Yeah. And then he'll be like, cool, I'll check it out. And then he checks it out, and then he hears an AI version of Real Men of Genius. He's like, okay, cool. And then immediately after that, just a very out of context wiener and bun reference.
Yes.
For about 30 seconds.
Bet your ass.
And then he will see you again at the next family outing and be like, what the hell was that?
You look at him and you say, best goddamn content on the planet.
Yes.
That's what you tell him. Yeah. And there's a third mic here. You want to join the show? There's a third mic right there.
Yeah.
Jump in, cowards.
How's your podcast coming?
Yeah, exactly.
You said you were going to start 9 months ago.
Where's that at?
Yeah. We're doing it.
Yeah.
We'll take 3 weeks off. We'll come back.
Makes it better. Distance makes the heart grow fonder.
Truly. So, anyway, hope you guys have a great week. We'll be back next week with some more great content. We'll see what's going on out there in the world. But until then, you guys have a wonderful beginning to the summer now. It's officially summertime.
Dun, dun, dun.
Even though I don't think that starts until June 21st or something.
Nope, it's here. Kids are out of school. Summer starts. It's here.
Yeah, once Memorial Day hits and all the tourist attractions.
Summertime. Summertime.
Met a family on the plane.
Probably met many.
They're staying in Hill City. They're not from here.
Holy.
Yeah.
Holy moly.
Yep.
Some looked me up.
I
Probably
did.
not.
I did. I said, go find the angry bald guy in the hills.
Ooh, there's a lot of us up there. Be careful.
He'll tell you what to do.
Some of us live in tents.
Yeah. I said, ride the train, eat at the German restaurant. You'll have a good time up there.
Oh, the Alpine?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said, take your kids because they got good desserts.
Ride the train.
The kids won't be there for the filet. They'll be there for the desserts.
Well, they have a gourmet hot dog.
Oh, wow.
Yep, gourmet hot dog and fruit.
More wiener talk.
Yes, sir.
Nice.
Yes, sir. I am told the train sold.
Yeah, ownership. Yeah.
That kind of scares me.
Yeah.
I hope they're going to leave it.
Yeah, we'll see.
Hope they're going to, pack it up and drive it away somewhere.
I doubt it.
I don't know.
That thing has to print its own money.
Well, yes, but maybe they think it can print money somewhere else.
That's lame.
Maybe they don't want it. They don't want.
Name another train that goes from Hill City, South Dakota, to the North Pole every year.
Yeah, you know what? Name another
in a
town.
matter of 20 minutes.
Correct. Name another town. Name another town that has a 20-foot tall Smokey the Bear made out of freaking wood.
Didn't Smokey Didn't Smokey just have a birthday?
Might have.
Isn't he 80 years old?
I don't know. Have you seen the 20-foot Smokey the Bear?
Yeah.
That they put together though, the old chainsaw shaving place there? Yeah. Legit.
Yeah, August 9th. He's going to be old. It's going to be like 82, 80, 80th. Wait a minute. That doesn't add up. It's 2026, but he was born in 44?
No.
That's dumb.
That must be AI generated.
born August 9th, 1944. It's 2026.
Yep.
It's not 80 years. It's like 82 years.
I'm not good with math, but something doesn't feel right. Yeah, something doesn't really feel right there.
Cool. Anyway, listen, we appreciate you guys. Tell a friend if you think we deserve to have any more listeners. Leave a 5-star review. But until then, enjoy the rest of your week, and we will catch you guys next week.
They know the game, but they're keeping it fun. Poking fun at the stats, they're second to none. From fantasy